Hey, good morning, Squid here. So I'm going to go through the request and the responses I received, and then my responses to the response. So it's like a response to a response to a response, something like that. I'll try and make it as simple as I can. That may be asking a lot of me. Um, I have my iPad here so I can reference some stuff. Okay, so Miss Julie Knowles of the Sonoma County Sheriff's Office. Uh, I believe their main number is 565-1212 or 2121, but I don't have it immediately in here. Uh, Area code 707. All right. Public records with my name at the top that I never gave her. Right? I did this anonymously, but this response right here under my thumb has my name. Sorry, I got a bucket behind me. Oh, okay. To whom it may concern, RE Public Record Act dated April 26, 20 or April 22nd, 2026. Again, I put the request in March 26th, not April 22nd. That coming this Friday, they have the end of the time, the end of the 10 days to call me is tomorrow, and get me my information. If not, I have uh, I'll explain everything here. All right, sorry, stuttered a little bit. All right, let me read this. RE Public Records a request dated to April 22nd, March 26th. The Sonoma County Sheriff is in receipt of the request you have made under the California Public Record Act, dated April 22nd, 2026, seeking the name and badge number associated with vehicle A970 on March 26, 2026, and also all public files, including but not limited to training, hire date, salary, complaints, previous law enforcement, employment, and job application. So, and on that date, Sergeant F. Scarrett, badge number 1101745, was associated with that vehicle and working for the Sonoma County Sheriff's Department office on January 11th, 2006. So he's been there 20 years. He's a sergeant. There are no public records available for Sergeant Scarrett, as this makes me laugh, as they are maintained within a peace officer personnel file, which is exempt from public disclosure, and therefore the Sonoma County Sheriff's does not have any non-exempt publicly disclosable records in response to your request. Now, here's where it gets important. To California Government Code, subsection 792, subsection 700, so 7927.700 of the Government Code, regards to personally qualifying information, and not stuff that they're talking about reports and things of that nature, and that's not what I'm asking for. Also, 7923.600 through 630, and 7927.705. Right, that all has to do with his qualifying information. I'm trying to get the public stuff, and the record keeper at the Sonoma County Sheriff is having a hard time deciphering which is public and which is not. So, they said evidence code. I'm I'm not asking for evidence. So that one was blown before I even looked it up. But the evidence code pertains to confidential informants and confidential information, not me or public records. Okay? Penal Code 832 and 832.7 and 832.8, and California Constitution, Article 1, Subsection 1. Now, kiddies, I spent the better part of an afternoon looking this stuff up. All right, it was a time suck, but I did it. None of those codes have anything to do with public information. I'm going to read to you now, especially from the California Constitution part, because I don't know where she got that out, but it is not at all applicable. So here we go. All right, kids. Sorry, I'm coffeeed up this morning. All right. So she shot all those codes down. I wrote her a letter back. Let me see. I'll read that to you. All right. To Julie from me. And this is where she put my name on the record. No, actually, this is my response. You should stop trying to gaslight me. Let's start from the California Constitution. Article 1.1 says all men by nature are free and independent, have certain rights. Among these are enjoying and defending life, liberty, acquiring and possessing properties, pursuing to, I put 2 in there. Anyway, it has nothing to do with public records. The evidence code evidence code 1040 is confidential informants and information. Again, 0 to do with public records. The government codes have to do with non-public documents. I'm not asking for reports. I'm not asking for personal information. Penal Code 832.7 and 832.8 has to do with private information, not public information in capitals. It is your responsibility to redact the personal qualifiers and give me the public information only. Right there in black and white, here's key to what I'm saying. In black and white, in section 832.7 1b, says notwithstanding subsection A of 7923.6 of the government code or any other law, the following piece or custodial officer personnel records and records by a state or local agency shall not be confidential, and shall, capital letters, be made available, capital letters, for public inspection pursuant to the California Public Records Act, Division 10, commencing with 7920 or 7920.00 and Title I of the Government Code. None of these codes you have provided apply to publicly available records. Oh, and by the way, I never gave you my name, so I know you were running my stuff with no justification, so that will be reported as well. I haven't pulled the trigger on this yet. They still have time. I'm being gracious, and I'm letting them go by the date that I filed the electronic paperwork, which was the 20th. I can't remember. Any day from the 20th of when I sent that in. Lost my train of thought. So I'm forgiving the fact that they're over 30 days due from the original complaint. And I'm going off the complaint I did electronically via email as to remain anonymous, I used an anonymous Gmail account. They still knew who I was. Posted my name right at the top of the last letter. It has become painfully obvious that they are in desperate need of being trained. This is a whole lot of work. I'm going to get it done. My county records officer is going to learn the law and learn how to do her job properly, because as of right now, it's a failure. If I were to give them a grade, John Lang, they would be an F. This has been absolutely a ridiculous clown show of running in circles and emails. And I am pretty upset that I am having to explain all this to the records clerk, who is supposed to provide me the records. One of the sections she read right there in the paragraph below it was that shall be made available, right? So I threw that back at her. I read the First Amendment, or the first part of the Constitution, to her verbatim. So that's exactly what it says in the Constitution, and you guys can go look it up. So as of tomorrow noon, if they don't provide the records by tomorrow noon, or give me a legitimate excuse, which shows so far they have none, I will be pulling the trigger on this. I'm willing to go litigate. I'm going to make my county do the right thing. All we ask you guys is to do your job correctly and do it professionally. Now, Miss Julie has been professional, but she doesn't know what she's talking about. I was able to debunk every one of those codes in about 4 or 5 hours. And that's because I was doing stuff. I put up a post with the email in my response so you can read it. And I'm sorry for the grammatical errors if there are any in there. I think there's one or two, but I understand. I missed a double V. Yeah, so that's up to everything. If I don't get a response by noon tomorrow, I'm going to put in a complaint on Miss Julie for not alone filling out the complaint, the report in a timely manner. But she should have never put my name at the top of that. So I know exactly what she did. There is a slight possibility I did tell it to the receptionist, so I don't think that's what happened. But either way, it still shouldn't have had my name on it, right? I did it anonymously. I gave them an email. And then, like I said, when Lieutenant Kidder got in here, things kind of got blowed up. And my local police department, which is run by the sheriffs, don't know where to send public records requests. They sent my records request to IA. What excuse do you have for doing that? It was a sergeant who told the lady at the front desk, I heard him, I don't know what he liked, but she was parroting information. So somebody, a sergeant in the Windsor Police Department, is misinformed and needs to get his stuff together before he gets in trouble and costs the town a lot of money. Okay, I'm done with that part. You guys have a great day. It's warm, it's sunny. Actually, I'm in my garage, so it's a little bit chilly. It's going to be warm and sunny up where we are today, about 80 degrees. Weekend's coming up. It's going to cool down. And you guys enjoy your town. Enjoy your weekend, and come out and enjoy your town. Film your officials. It's legal. All right, love you guys. Bye.